An anticipated 4-day ceasefire between Israel and Hamas could be nearing its start tonight ahead of the expected release of hostages. Thanks for joining us here on the Night Team on your Thanksgiving night. I'm Alex Dieterer. The pause is expected to begin at 7 a.m. Friday local time, with the first hostages expected to be released by the afternoon in Israel. ABC's Melissa Adan has the latest.
A ceasefire expecting to start in Gaza at midnight is expected to last 4 days. The anticipated release of 50 hostages could possibly include Americans from Hamas, set to begin Friday afternoon. In exchange, Israel says it will free approximately 150 Palestinian women and teenagers detained in Israeli prisons. 13 women and children first expected to be released by 9 a.m. Friday. Hamas will get 39 Palestinian prisoners. Qatar says the hostages will be handed over to the Red Cross, then transferred to Israeli soldiers.
All women and children and those hostages who are from the same families will be put together within the same patch.
Israel's government says it received an initial list of who will be released and has notified families. The first 13 hostages are to be handed over on Friday, and at least 10 more each day until the 4-day temporary pause in the war expires. The temporary truce will also allow much-needed aid to start flowing from the Rafah border into a decimated Gaza. The blockade on Gaza has left hundreds of thousands hungry, according to the World Food Program.
We really eat one meal every single day because the source of food really very expensive right now.
The situation at Gaza's hospitals deteriorating, according to the World Health Organization. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
According to the Israeli Prime Minister's office, more than 1,200 people have been killed in Israel, with 6,900 others injured since the start of the conflict. Meanwhile, the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says at least 14,000 people have been killed in Gaza. It was a scary 24 hours for residents in Rockcastle County, Kentucky, many of whom were forced to evacuate their homes after a train carrying chemicals derailed and then caught fire Wednesday afternoon. Now the fire is out and residents were allowed to return back to their homes for the holiday. Officials are constantly monitoring the air to see if any toxic chemicals have become airborne. Rockcastle County has a population of about 16,000 people, and it's about 130 miles southeast of Louisville and about 55 miles south of Lexington. 16 train cars derailed. 2 of the cars were carrying molten sulfur, which caught fire. When molten sulfur burns, it can release a harmful gas called sulfur dioxide. According to the EPA, it can harm the respiratory system and the eyes. Late this afternoon, the train company CSX announced the fire was completely extinguished and evacuated residents could return to their homes. Air monitoring equipment was quickly deployed to the area last night, and right now officials with Kentucky Emergency Management say no readings have been detected since this morning.
There has been no detectable readings in the town of Livingston since 7 a.m. this morning. At the site, at the incident site, and in that immediate surrounding area, there has been no detectable readings since 12:30 p.m.
All of the train cars that stayed on the tracks have been removed. The next steps, according to Kentucky Emergency Management, are to build a roadway to the derailed cars at the site to remove them and then clean the spilled contents. Well, it was a beautiful Thanksgiving for all of us in Kentucky, Anna, but can we expect some more of that beautiful weather for Black Friday tomorrow, Matt?
Yeah, not looking too bad, although I don't think we'll see any major issues. So good news if you're getting tired of the family, ready to send them out, right, to go back home. Looking all right. Here's Max HD radar sweeping all clear. But again, want to focus way out west, parts of Wyoming, Utah, and you're like, well, why are we talking about this? This is actually our next weather maker. It's not going to get here till Sunday. So tomorrow and Saturday looking really good. Not just for travel around the Ohio River Valley, but basically the Midwest, parts southwards as well. It looks really nice. Live look outside on this Thanksgiving evening, just beautiful out and about. It's 43 right now at Ali and 37 at Bowman. So you get away from Metro Louisville's urban heat island, if you will. Certainly much warmer, or milder, I should say. Warm is probably not the right word there. Here's a look at the forecast the next couple of hours. So temperatures overnight fall into the 30s with mostly clear skies. skies as we move into tomorrow. It's a cool start, but lots of sunshine expected. Blue skies, some fair weather clouds looking really good. Cooler for that Black Friday holiday shopping. However, as we get towards the weekend, there are some ripples we got to get through. I'll talk more about that and then want to focus on the last week of November for you. Your full forecast coming your way in just a few short minutes.
Thank you, Matt. And they're off. Yes, the horses, but the people too, heading for the turkey buffet for Thanksgiving at Churchill Downs. It's a tradition for some locals, but also just a great time to visit Louisville, as our Ian Hardwitt heard when he went to the track this evening.
The excitement of the track joins the spirit of Thanksgiving. Tori Hall came with her family and friends so close they're practically family too. Nora Gorfinkel is kind of like her cousin. With help from the adults, they're enjoying a few victories.
We both have been seeing a lot of winning. I think we had maybe like 4 or 5 wins with some horses, and
you have $14.
Oh yeah, I have like $14.
Hall saw her neighbor there too, Greg Blasey, an outrider who leads and wrangles the horses. It's a lot like other Thanksgivings, even when it comes to the buffet.
Turkey, mashed potatoes, green beans,
ham, salad,
and margaritas, period.
Further down the track,
we're a bunch of losers.
Sienna Duvall is spending her 3rd year with the Robinsons, who came from Lebanon, Kentucky. Despite the losses, she's gained some memories.
It's just being around people. It doesn't matter what day it is. It's just being around family and friends. That's all that matters. Like the week of, you just be around people you like.
It's a feeling Ayanna Whitmore shares. She came here from the East Coast.
First timers out in Kentucky, coming from the Bronx, our first race. Yeah, cool as hell.
And with special company.
I get to spend it with my family, yeah, which is literally the best part, for sure, yeah.
Coming from further west, Neil and Carol Yao made the Derby City their last stop as part of their Thanksgiving tradition, a road trip coming all the way from Manitou Springs, Colorado, giving thanks for Louisville.
Thank you for your hospitality. Everyone here has been really wonderful and very kind.
And as for their winnings,
thank you. We won enough to go home on.
Well, with all the chairs empty and the sun dipping down low over the track, that's it for Thanksgiving Day races at Churchill Downs. Thank you for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Ian Hardwitt, WHAS11 on your side.
A Thanksgiving favorite returned to the football field today. Families gathered at Shawnee Park for the annual Juice Bowl. It's an event that's brought West Louisville together for decades. The annual Juice Bowl has been at Shawnee Park since the very beginning, dating all the way back to the 1950s. Since then, the games have become more competitive. Today, teams threw on their jerseys in hopes of winning a trophy. And while football is the main attraction, District 5 Councilwoman Donna Purvis says the bowl provides more than just entertainment. It helps bring the community together and gives the next generation memories to hold on to.
The community knows how important it is to continue to do this year after year after year. This can never die.
While the Juice Bowl is a must-have Thanksgiving tradition for many this year, organizers deviated from that tradition just a little bit. For the first time, the Juice Bowl kicked off with a parade from Southwestern Parkway down to the park. Wreaths Across America is an organization that honors those who have served by placing wreaths on veteran graves this time of year. Now they're asking for your help to ensure every veteran buried at Zachary Taylor National Cemetery has a wreath this holiday season. Right now, the organization says over 4,500 wreaths have been purchased to be placed so far, but they still need almost 7,000 more wreaths in order for every veteran to have one. The deadline to sponsor a wreath is just 5 days away, which is Tuesday, November 28th. It costs about $17 to sponsor a wreath, and you can sponsor a wreath online at loukyWreaths.org, or you can do it in person at all Brownsboro hardware and paint locations. You can also help cram the cruiser to help feed families across the Commonwealth this holiday season. Governor Andy Beshear and Kentucky State Police announced the annual event earlier this week. All 16 KSP posts will collect essential food items for those in need. That collection will run until December 4th.